So, there is this something that's bugging me so bad. I've been recently thinking about it. It's my friends who are mainly boasting about things they are passionate about and the things that are about modeling the world in your head and trying to think of different ways of learning or different ways of how you can actually think about something in a new way. So, like they reinvent a new mechanism or like they adapt to this new way of thinking because it's just best. And the reason why I'm bothered by this is that I feel they're missing a crucial piece of actually understanding what is working on now and why you're adapting this differently. And I just want to like talk about that because myself, I want to embrace that this is something that I don't like, and I want to remind myself that I don't like this, and maybe we can work out on how to solve this problem. So, um, let's say there is a certain way to do, let's say, a function in Python, and in general, like in programming language, you need to define the name for the function, you need to define the arguments and the procedure that happen within the function, which is like what logic is going to be implemented. And then a person X said that I don't like this way. Maybe we can think of a function as, maybe they come with a crazy idea to think about the function as something that, let's say, it does what you want. Okay, this is not crazy. I can't come up with a great example now, but let's assume that this is something crazy about, okay, the functions, and they actually presented a new framework for how to think about the functions, um, and which might be good, like it might be linguistically and in a demo, would be good. But the problem remains, for me at least, which is like bugging me, is that they didn't spend enough time to see why the function is the shape it is now, right? And I'm talking about the function, like the concept of function. So they didn't invest time to see why the things that are working on our world today are like this way. So there are like great contributors who spend most of their time trying to optimize whatever they are building. I'm not talking about the terms in software, I'm talking about everything in life. When there's something who's bringing a new way of thinking without actually sitting down and trying to see what the people have built and how they invested energy and time in that and why it's ideal, like the solution that is in hand now, I don't think they need and should jump into new ways of thinking and frameworks. I think it's too early for that. Like, let's get the things done and not try to be philosophical about it. This things kills it. Man, just get the work done. And then like we can get to see these discussions later. Like at least you don't have to do a 10 years of experience on, or like get a degree on whatever you are trying to set a new framework of thinking on, whether that was in therapy, philosophy, psychology, software, computation, medicine. I don't care about that, but I'm saying you need to spend time, you need to see what's actually happening before trying to adapt or adopt, sorry, to a new um, framework of thinking, different way of looking at these things, and try to see like this guy presented that amazing theory, then I'm gonna try to think about it. But like we are already having something mainstream that's going and people are using it and it works fine. Why don't you actually stick to that, and then like we can come up with you embracing how you love that theorem and I swear I don't talk about something related to software or like computation. It's purely just that people are actually are getting more and more into philosophy than actually sitting down and get the work done, which is something that I hate. And I wish if like we could find a way to change that. Um, but yeah, I guess like people are being too dreamy. Yeah. So like I have an example of a friend who's keep posting cool stuff and keep posting about how he starts to think about things. But like this isn't leading to any actions, and at the same time, this isn't actually based on that he tried what's already been used by the people, but rather like he just like tried to do that. I'm not sure like why people are doing that. Thank you. Have a good day.